Hi everybody. What am I doing with my hand? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You're watching the Sydney Musin Show with your host, Sydney Musin. Welcome back to a new video. I am coming to the end of 25 years old. I will be 26 soon, which is just so crazy to me. I never imagined that. I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like turning 25 was the turning factor for a lot of pivotal changes in my life. It kind of just made me feel like, dang, I'm an adult and I need to start adulting properly. So that is why this video is titled 25 Things I've Learned by the Age of 25. Let's get into it. Don't take yourself too seriously. I sure don't. I think it's so funny sometimes, the things that I say, and honestly I think it's more just like laughing at myself, and I'm so okay with that. I love to not be so serious all the time. That's just not my personality, to be honest. It's just not in the cards. So I definitely really relate to this one. Do not take yourself too seriously. You have the rest of your life to take yourself seriously, just not now. No one but you is responsible for your happiness. I feel like this one hits really deep because happiness really does come from within. And if you're not happy with yourself, if you're not happy with the things that you're doing, it's kind of hard for you to take a look back and be like, yeah, I'm super happy with everything. For me, happiness includes travel, happiness includes being with my family, happiness includes eating the foods I like, aka spam musubi. So yes, I'm responsible for those things and I'm responsible for making myself happy. Floss. I know, it's so annoying. I am the worst. I hate flossing. It's just not what I want to be doing. But I've learned when you get kicked off your parents' insurance and you are paying for all your own bills and you need to make your own dental appointments, you need to floss your teeth, because I don't even want to go to the dentist anymore. I'm dreading it every time. I have a feeling that I'm gonna get cavities every single time, and my worst fear is needles, so it's just a whole dilemma in itself. So this is a mental reminder, Sydney, you need to floss, girl. You need to get up in there and the crevices, okay? Okay. Laughing is the best medicine. I think this is so true. Laughing is truly the best medicine. I try to laugh at least 46 times a day. It's a joke, people, okay? Get with the program. No, but I think surrounding yourself by people who make you laugh, who are fun to be around, is just that one more step. And so I definitely think I surround myself with people who are funny. I myself am funny, so I try to make myself laugh 30 times a day, girl, like. Everyone won't like you, and that's okay. This one took me a long time to get over because obviously you don't want anyone to hate you, duh, but it's kind of something that you have to learn internally. Like, not everyone is going to vibe with your energy is maybe another way of seeing it. Like, I don't necessarily vibe with certain people, and that's okay, and they might not understand me or, you know, understand how I function. I'm a bit weird, I'm a bit cray-cray, and so maybe some people are like, oh, she's dramatic, she's all over the place, she's whatever. Not everyone is going to like me, and I'm okay with that. You are deserving of time off. I know this is really difficult for some people, and like it doesn't really seem like it's hard for me because I love to travel, and I'm just like, girl, I'm taking that time off from work, I don't need to do that. But because my job now is kind of, it mixes the two together where it is my life, but it's social media, so I'm always, you know, kind of working. I need to reserve downtime for myself. I need to reserve travel time for myself and take that time to reboot so I can be creative again. It's drawing the line of being like, I deserve that time off, but I need to know when and how to take it. Consider all advice, even from your parents. They know what's up. They do know. And I'm kind of starting to realize that now, before I turn 26, like, y'all know what's going on. And they're just trying to help. And you know what? They are helping. So, for my parents out there, I appreciate you. Invest your time into scalable pursuits. YouTube is another source of income that I hope to see in the future, social media, and then I have my 9-to-5 job. So I kind of like to lump them in together, which can be a blessing and a curse because a lot of the time you're trying to juggle so many things. But I do see the point in people being like, you need to find things that are scalable pursuits in the future. Not every hobby needs to be monetized. I feel like all of these are kind of relating into the same, but when I'm thinking about this, it doesn't have to be monetized. I'm literally looking at you guys right now and I'm like, it's a creative outlet for me. It's something fun. I love editing. I love, you know, the whole aspect of creating content is just so fun, but it doesn't always have to be monetized. But at the same time, I need to keep telling myself that. Friendships will come and go. This one is really hard for people sometimes. It has been difficult for me too, because when you come out of college and when you're in this like adult world bubble almost, it's hard to keep friendships afloat. People are moving to different states, different countries even, and you know what? It's just hard to keep in touch with everybody. I think a good balance is making sure you check on your friends enough, but also make room for them to change and grow within themselves, and just understanding that not all friendships will last, and that's okay. It's, you know, the circle of life. Sometimes the people closest to you are people that knew you in a very specific time of your life, and you've grown, you've changed now that you might not mesh well together now, and that's, you know, something that just happens over time. And it's okay. A lot of these things I'm talking about, I'm like, it's okay, Sydney. Like, it's okay, don't you worry. Do things alone. I feel like I'm a pretty independent person by myself, but I've actually realized that being in a relationship, I've become more dependent on someone else. And I've really realized moving to the city in Portland, I don't do a lot of things by myself. Is it that the world scares me? No, I literally went to China by myself. But it's more like, okay, you get into a routine, and if the routine kind of changes a little bit, it's a little bit like, I don't know what's happening. Definitely seen myself change in a way that I'm not sure if it's just because of like the pandemic and other sources that are like kind of changing me a little bit, but I have realized that being in a relationship has changed how I view doing things alone. Whereas before, I literally used to travel and like do everything by myself, and I really grew a strong relationship with myself. So now I felt like I was kind of out of touch with it for a second there, but I'm definitely getting back into it, and I feel like the start of solo travel and all that kind of stuff is coming back, so I think we're in the clear for now. Okay, if you are still here with us, that is great. My left butt cheek just fell asleep, but we are still cruising. Eat for health, not to be skinny. It was a turning point at 25. I was like, dang, I can't fit into my jeans anymore. What do I do? Well, Sydney, you buy bigger jeans. I just love food so much that I'm not ready to give up that part of my life yet, but I need to be able to adapt to those changes. My body is changing. I do need bigger pants, and that's just what we're working with right now. But eat to be healthy, not skinny. That's the most important. You can still have your cheat days, but be healthy and, like, you know, eat your greens once in a while. I love this one. Family is everything. Family really is what grounds you. It's what helps make you you. And whenever I'm around family, I feel the best of my version of myself. I feel very whole, and you know, they're the one people that have to love you unconditionally, and you know, you can fight with them and make up in 24 hours. Like, it's the best thing ever. So hold on to your family, and my fam's the best. Felicia's unite. If you know, you know. Live in the moment. Definitely feel like I've been living up to this one, living in the moment. I just, you know, you're financially secure, you're just like making this money and living your truth. I think that's the best thing. I also feel like since my boyfriend and I are dinks, which is, just saying it, I'm like, what am I saying? Dual income, no kids right now. We are just living our truth. We are making the most of every moment. We go see movies randomly every Tuesday, or like most Tuesdays. We, you know, go out to dinner and don't have to worry about anything. Like, it's so great. You are not defined by the number of followers or likes you have on social media. Wow, did it take me 25 years to get through that one. It's because as a kid, I mean, I didn't get social media until I think freshman year of high school, which is pretty late in the game. If most people would ask me, you know, when do you start social media? It was so new, no one knew what was happening, but it really was based on your followers, likes that you would get on a picture. And I think it just changed my mind and like concept of, oh, what do people like? Oh, you know, like that swimsuit picture did so much better than the one of, you know, whatever. Okay, sorry. Brief intermission. My butt cheek is literally asleep. Okay. Anyways, it's not based off of the number of followers and likes you have. I literally do social media as a job, and to be honest, it's more about engagement, which does not mean followers or likes necessarily. It means number of minutes viewed on a video, or, you know, how many interactions it takes to, you know, share and bookmark or whatever. You know, there's so many different ways to measure it now that it's not about the followers and likes. You know, someone can be really liked on social media and then really hated in person. So I think just taking a step back and being like, yeah, that's what it is, and that's what it is. Okay, we're just gonna continue this setup because my butt cheeks are still coming back to life. Skincare first, makeup later. I would say skincare first because protect your skin, wear sunscreen. I feel like my mom drilled that into us as kids, and my sister and I have just always worn sunscreen whenever, and I've gotten my boyfriend on it. I've gotten literally anyone I talk to, I'm like, wear your dang sunscreen. Makeup definitely second because, you know, you gotta preserve what's underneath to make sure that the outside is like showing and glowing, you know? Like drinking a ton of water. Face masks, I just love those sheet ones that make you look kind of like a ghost, but you know what I mean. Stuff like that, where it's like taking care of yourself so your inner beauty matches your outer beauty. Don't make excuses for other people. Why did it take me 25 years to learn this? If a guy's not texting you back, he's not worth your time. And you know why in high school and college did I put so much emphasis on those things, and now I'm just like, I don't care. If someone's acting that way, like honestly just like call them out, because they shouldn't be acting like that. I can't have like one specific thing to tell you right now, but I'm like stewing thinking about this. I'm like, oh, there are so many times where I was like, why didn't you speak up, Sydney? Like, do not make excuses for other people that don't deserve it. That's the main takeaway. Embrace your weirdness. I definitely show a little bit too much of my weirdness probably on social media in general. If you follow me on TikTok, you would know, but I just don't care anymore. I am who I am. I'm a weirdo. I don't know, but I also have a boyfriend who matches my weirdness, so I feel like I hit the jackpot. Anyways, it's like, you know, keep Portland weird, keep yourself weird. That's the truth. If your dream is to travel, do it. Book that flight, make that trip. I just booked a cruise a couple weeks ago. I'm not mad about it. I booked another cruise for next year too with my sister. Sister trip, here we come. Like, yes, money comes and goes. And honestly, I'd rather spend my money on experiences and adventures with my girls, with my boyfriend, with my fam bam, than anything else. This is the good one. Never make an important decision when you are tired, hangry, or angry. This one reigns so true for me. It's like when you go to Costco or Trader Joe's and you're hungry, especially Costco, and you just end up buying everything in bulk and regret your decisions later. Yeah. Making your bed first thing in the morning, right when you wake up, makes the biggest difference. I feel like I'm more motivated. I can get all my ish done. It just sparks good things to happen throughout the day, and it makes it clean, and our apartment is small, so it really does make the biggest difference. And yeah, I never used to do this. My parents know, my family. Kara definitely knows this. My room was always a disaster growing up. I don't know why, I just like throw things everywhere. But now I'm way more mindful about that, because when you're sharing a space with someone, you kind of have to reel it back and be like, oh gosh, I can't be super messy all the time. Taking care of another life has its rewards. My sister just got a dog, so I'm sure she really can relate to this one, but I'm talking about my plant babies here. I don't have a pet or anything that I'm physically taking care of another life form or a child yet. But yes, I think my plants, the fact that I've kept most of them alive for this amount of time is quite a success, and it makes you really value, you know, the need for nurturing something. And I think with the day that we do end up getting a pet or have a baby, this was the first step, my plant babies. Surround yourself with people who love and support you. Finding your niche circle of people is super important. I feel like I have my group that I love, and they're people from all over the world, honestly, and they are those people I go to whenever I'm having a bad day, when I'm having a good day. If I want to tell them anything, those are the ones who are supporting me, loving me. And yeah, I think everyone has at least one person that they can turn to for anything. And honestly, I don't see the quantity of people in my life being more important. I really focus in on those 2 or 3 friends that just mean so much to me, and I know I can turn to them and they will seriously be honest with me, and that is super important. And honestly, you want to be around people who are inspiring to you, who lift you up, who are just overall great people. And I feel like I've found my little group of people that I love and care so much about. Failure is okay. It's very difficult to see failure as being anything but negative, especially in the workplace, especially in a relationship. But failure has proven to me over these 25 years to only make me better. Failing obviously doesn't feel good. It actually feels really horrible. But there is always something on the other side that is meant to be, and I think, wow, that was supposed to happen. And my life is progressing this way because of these specific moments in my life, and maybe some of them were a failure, and I was able to learn from it and grow and change accordingly. And last but not least, you are so much more capable than you give yourself credit for. Maybe it's the Virgo in me talking, but I am so harsh on myself. I know I'm capable of doing anything I want, and I can set my mind to anything I want, but it's hard and it does take time. And so I think kind of reminding myself, giving, you know, verbal affirmations to myself, saying you are capable of anything. I literally can do anything if I set my mind to it. And I think that 25 years has really taught me to lean into more of myself. If you think you're not able to do something, try it. Just see, fall where the chips may lay. That is definitely not the right thing that I was trying to say, but give yourself a chance to prove yourself wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. You are so much more capable than you think you are, and everybody else knows it. Sometimes you don't know it, but this is why. This is a turning point for me and for all of you, and that's why I wanted to make this video. I feel like this was a really good therapy session for me. Thank you guys so much for coming along. These 25 things I've learned at the age of 25. I'm not scared of turning 26. I think there's definitely gonna be some changes coming my way, but nothing that I can't handle. I hope you guys learned something new about yourselves. I definitely had a bit of reflection today, and I'm really glad I took this opportunity to sit down and talk about it. This is so crazy that I'm even 25 right now. I feel like I never really let that sink in. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And if you are not already and have made it to the end of this video, subscribe. Why not? It's free, it's there, and you've already watched this video, so I feel like you know more about me than anybody else. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Felice.
I got tons of soul.
It's like a pink cloud.
Candy.
Butterfly in the sky.